All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the next episode of Respectful Wrestling Discourse. This is Adam Contreras, here with the boy Jonesy.
I am
On
Jonesy.
the other end, on Discord, we got our man Billy Collins. How are you doing tonight? Well.
Should we start over? I feel like we should.
Keep it going.
Here we go.
All right. We're not stopping. Folks, I am all fired up for this episode more than usual. I feel alive right now. You know, I feel alive.
Yeah, I'm with you. So
Sunday night,
it's all right. Gonna put on some pay-per-view. Yeah.
All right. Speaking of pay-per-views,
let's
get to this topics here. What we discuss first?
Elimination Chamber. Let's go right off the bat. So, Elimination Chamber. Good show. Solid show. I mean, it only sold like 8,000 tickets, but it was still like an okay show. I mean, but let's break this down.
What you saying, Billy?
Yeah, the show was good. Nothing. It wasn't like anything special, but both chamber matches were fine. The men's one was really good, I thought. Besides the ending, which we can talk about in a minute. The women's one I thought was good.
Yeah.
You know, the rest of the matches on the show were matches.
They happened.
But hey.
Yeah. So the pre-show was the Good Brothers, Gallows and Anderson versus the Miz Taraj, Bo Dallas, Curtis Axel. Okay, so the women's match. So Alexa Bliss, Sasha Banks, Bayley, Sonya Deville, Mandy Rose, Mickie James. This was a really great match.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Really great match.
Yeah. Let's break it down. So starting the match was Bayley and Sonya, which having Bayley, who is one of the best workers in the match, start great. But then you have Sonya, good. And just like for a few minutes to start.
Like the way I see it, so like right now you associate Sonya with Mandy and Mandy with Sonya because they're part of Absolution. They haven't done anything yet in the past couple of months where you can associate one of them without the other. And you know, it takes time to develop your character on TV. It's not just it wasn't like Braun just got up one morning and decided to start whacking bases over guys' backs and knocking over ambulances, and you know it took time. It takes time to develop your character. So the way I see it, so like if I may talk about the first three, so Bayley starts and Bayley and Sonya, and then Mandy comes in. You know, they did that because you know, they wanted both Absolution girls together against Bayley, and well,
yeah. So let me jump in real quick. I thought the way they laid out this match, as far as like the order of the competitors, was like really good. Because you know, you had the babyface, and then you had the two heels running in, and then Sasha came in and made the save. It was a wild card, and then finally Alexa to even everything out. And everything that happened in the match just made sense.
Yeah.
It was laid out and it was paced very well.
And in my opinion, the match just kept getting better and better as it went along. Like it started off okay, but as it went along, towards the end, it got better. I thought. And the post-match promo from Alexa Bliss was,
oh my god,
it was wonderful.
Well, let's break down. I want to mention something before we get to Alexa Bliss. Bayley and Sasha. So long story short, first off, Bayley and Sasha, I love what they did with the whole climbing up the pods, and Alexa Bliss enters, and she's doing that whole chicken shit heel thing. So she's climbing along the side of the wall, and you got Bayley on one end and Sasha on one end. Brilliant. just brilliant. So Bliss is on top of the one pod. Sasha's on the pod, and Bayley's like, "Hey man, can you get me up here?" And she's like climbing up, and then Sasha's like, "No, fuck you!" And then she kicks Bayley down, and the crowd just pops because it's like Sasha
straight out of the Lion King, dude. It was so awesome.
Long live the king! Like it was brilliant. It was probably one of the best things. It was one of the best things in that match. So yeah, what
we saw on Raw the next day. Sorry, we saw on Raw the next day. Bayley, she pulled a Sid Justice and jumped off the apron during a tag team match, and so
yeah,
comes the heel, but there's drama.
Yeah. They are definitely pulling the trigger on Bayley versus Sasha at Mania. I'm not 100% clear on who's the heel and who's the face. I think Sasha maybe, because like we've seen more of the brooding, building. Like Sasha's getting frustrated and angry that she's not where she was in NXT on the main roster. Know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Plus that clip of her after the chamber match sitting on the steps crying.
Yeah. So yeah, no, really good story so far here. And now I want to like delve into so Alexa Bliss's promo after the match. Oh my god, Woo. It was amazing. It was great. Like she cuts this whole babyface thing, and she's like, "I want to thank the fans. And then she's like, shoot, what was it? She was like,
it went from, I want to thank everyone. If you try your hardest, you will. I am living proof that you will achieve your dreams, but none of you will achieve your dreams, or something like that.
Oh, like Mike.
Oh god, she flipped the switch so hard, so fast. Like, it was so great.
Like, it went from the tears to that, classic Alexa Bliss.
Like, just drop the mic, sunglasses, fireworks in the background and shit. It was so good. It was so bravo.
Someone needs to make a Thug Life meme out of that.
Please.
I think it was the best promo of Alexa's career. And that's saying something, because she's a great talker.
Oh, she is
fantastic.
Fantastic. Way better than the Bayley "This Is Your Life" segment.
Oh gosh.
I ruined it, didn't I?
Tried.
I tried.
She tried.
I tried.
You tried, and now I'm crying. Okay, let's move on.
So the whole middle of the show. All right. So the Raw Tag Team Title match: Sheamus and Cesaro versus Titus Worldwide, The Bar, Cesaro, whatever you want to call them.
The Bar walks into a bar.
The Bar, Titus Worldwide Tag Team Championship. I like the story that they had going into it. You know, the whole Titus Worldwide beating The Bar every week, and now they're getting a tag team title match. That's interesting. You know, it's interesting.
Here's my issue, though, with this. Faced off in a tag team title match on Raw, and The Bar won. They repeated the same story twice. It was like Titus and Apollo win a couple matches, non-title matches on Raw, and then they get a title match and lose. And then they won a couple more non-title matches, and then they came to the pay-per-view and lost.
You gotta fill time somehow, man. Plus, like, the way I see it, and I don't know if this is the actual plan, but the way I see it is Titus Worldwide is just here to fill the gap until Mania. Titus Worldwide is going to get shuffled into the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal at Mania. And The Bar, I would like to see The Bar face the Revival for the Tag Team Championship. That's just me. That might be a hell of a lot more people than just me, but hey. I could definitely picture Bar versus Revival happening at Mania, because that's a big match. That is definitely...
It has to be. It has to be.
Because this is the Mania. This Mania is all about big matches. This is the WrestleMania of big matches. Every match feels like a big deal. So Bar versus Revival is really the only big deal you could do with the Raw Tag Division at this point. I mean, What else? What are you gonna throw another? Are you gonna throw together Bar versus the Good Brothers, or Bar versus a randomly thrown together tag team, or the Bar versus Seth Rollins and to be announced? I mean, like, come on, you know. But yeah, long story short, the Bar retain. Yeah, nothing really too exciting. It
was a nothing match.
It was
there was nothing to it.
Average match. It was fine. What was next? I think next was Asuka and Nia Jax. That was next, right? Right?
Billy,
don't leave me hanging. Bill,
I can't even hear you.
Oh,
what?
Sure. Oh, Asuka versus Nia Jax. That's next, right?
Yeah, and then so this was good.
Yeah. I just want to mention before we get into this match. So we made a deal that if Nia Jax had beaten Asuka, we would quit watching main roster WWE.
Myself being
still watch 205 Live and NXT, but Raw and SmackDown done, gone.
Nah.
Never watching.
I mean, in theory, I guess SmackDown did nothing wrong, but it's still the caveat of it's the main roster, so...
I mean, I was the only one who would have, kept watching. And the issue is, because of, my work and whatnot scheduling, I would have not been able to watch a whole lot anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how it has been.
Yeah. Sadness. He's sad now. Adam's sad now. I hope you're happy with yourselves, you sick freaks. I'm kidding. I love you guys. I'm really energetic. So, Asuka Nia Jax.
It was good.
It was good.
I mean,
it was fine.
It wasn't great, but
it was good. It's just they made the big deal out of it, but then you remember back to Asuka beat Nia Jax at NXT TakeOver the end, so it's not like she's never beaten her before. But they're making, but it's like
told Jonathan Coachman that
fucking
Asuka's never beaten anyone like Nia Jax.
Fucking. Do you watch NXT? Do I need to?
Probably doesn't.
Do I need to pull up NXT TakeOver the end on the network and tie you down to a chair with duct tape and stuff? I don't know.
Take a breather.
Jonesy versus Jonathan Coachman, WrestleMania 34 confirmed. No, but yeah, no. Asuka wins. Another match. I mean, I don't mean in a bad way, but just as in average,
But after the match, Nia attacked Asuka, and it's trying to do. I don't get it.
Because they're building up Asuka. Because Nia. It's gonna be Alexa Bliss versus Nia for the Raw Women's title Mania. So we're building up Nia as you don't want to have. Because, if Asuka just walks off, then it's then why should we care about Nia Jax? We gotta leave, an impact. We gotta make sure everybody has Nia Jax in the back of their mind. And the way of doing it is just, bam, 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 I'm gonna beat you up after the match.
Well, I would say that...
Yeah, but, a fluke win, though. It was a roll-up, wasn't it?
Because,
Jax was made to look weak or anything. She didn't. They didn't need to do this post-match attack.
It wasn't necessary.
Potato. Just keeping everybody. It's the way I see it, it's everybody's just keeping each other in check. Asuka's undefeated, but we want to keep Nia Jax strong. Keep her strong, even though she's
that's been Nia's booking for over a year now. It's she's gonna lose, but she's gonna stay looking strong. Eventually, she has to win.
She still has to look strong, and she's gonna win the Raw Women's title at Mania. Mark my words, she's gonna win the title at Mania. She has to. She has to. Who else could Alexa Bliss drop the title? Bliss is gonna drop the title to Jax at Mania. And then she's going to go to SmackDown again and probably go into another feud with Becky Lynch, which would be nice because I want to see Becky Lynch actually do something after the year 2016. Like,
Becky has to be going to Raw in the Superstar Shakeup. She has to be.
She has to. I want to see. She has to do something in 2018. Please don't just shuffle her into the background and have her miss pay-per-views and just have her do something, okay? I like redheads. Now then, now was the next thing Woken Matt Hardy, Bray Wyatt, or the Ronda Rousey thing?
Rousey was last, I think. So it was Bray.
So let's talk Woken Matt Hardy, Bray Wyatt. Another.
It was
match.
nothing.
It was another nothing match. That's okay. That's the thing. Like, this pay-per-view could have been a really, really good pay-per-view if the middle of the show had anything to deliver. But really, outside the chamber matches, it's just... Yeah.
It was a lot. All filler, no killer.
I like that.
That's it.
I like that. Yeah, you got a promotion. You got a promotion at Billy. Write that one down. Never mind. You went to the audacity. So, Matt Hardy, Bray Wyatt. Matt Hardy won. What is there to talk about this match? Can we pull anything from this match, really? I'm actually...
Nothing match. It was literally a nothing match. There was nothing to it. Just Matt Hardy won, and that was it.
Really, though. I mean, and yeah, by the way, it's setting up, so... As we now know, Sunday night, 8:06 p.m., March 4th, 2018, we now know that there's going to be an ultimate deletion at WrestleMania, which the final the ultimate deletion of Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania 34, and it's going to be amazing, and I expect lawnmowers and what's his name? Senor Benjamin.
Like, they need to bring in the entirety of the
Brother Nero, King Maxwell, the whole 9 yards. They need to do...
Jeremy Borash.
Like, they need to bring in the entirety of the Woken universe.
The Hurricane, you know.
I'm pretty sure Hurricane Helms wasn't a part of the Woken universe.
Didn't they do a thing where Gregory Helms got thrown into like a lake and then he came out as the Hurricane? Or am I thinking of something else?
That's possible.
Yeah. I mean, well, to be fair, the Hurricane showed up at the Royal Rumble this year, so it's entirely possible.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that actually does make sense. Holy shit.
Thing is, I think he has a lot of indie bookings coming up.
Damn. We love you, Hurricane. We love you. Hurricane, Gregory Helms. Honestly, though, Hurricane is one of my favorite Ruthless Aggression era wrestlers. He's something different. But that's another story for another day. We got to fill time, though, somehow. So
hey, we got a lot to talk about going forward, too. So
Ronda Rousey. Let's jump to Ronda Rousey.
The Rousey segment. Hold on. This segment was so great. Oh, my God. This was the best thing on the entire show. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry.
You're okay. You're okay, man. It was fucking great.
Ronda comes out with Stephanie and Triple H, and they got this contract, which, by the way...
And Kurt Angle.
Contract, the quote-unquote contract with Ronda Rousey, with Ronda Rousey's name on it. Mm-hmm. But anyway... And she's all nervous and whatever, and she's like, I want to be treated like everybody else. And she was acting like a newcomer and a total geek, and it was done incidentally.
Yeah. Also, while I don't mean to cut you off, I hate the fans sometimes.
Oh God, this crowd sucked.
They sucked so bad. I heard people booing while she was talking. I'm like, guys, like, okay, it could be worse. There could have been beach balls and CM Punk chants, but come on, guys.
Hey, at least they weren't chanting their section numbers.
Oh, now that's just hardcore. All right, God. But anyways, continue.
Oh, Ronda's acting like a geek, like just a brand new wrestler, right? Mm-hmm. And then Kurt Angle's just like, "Hey, Stephanie, remember when you said that, like, you know, you're here to get payback on Ronda for embarrassing you at WrestleMania a few years ago? with the greatest line of all time. He's like, "Oh, that's just Kurt having a relapse because he had the flu."
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh god.
So
come on, Kurt. Let's just get you out of here. And as they're walking away, and Stephanie, didn't you say Ronda's the has-been, and that even you could take her? And Ronda just gets this look on her face, like nobody does this mean, like I'm about to fucking kill you look better than Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
Triple H goes back to like, and Ronda just puts Triple H through this table, and then signs her contract, and that's it.
I mean,
it's brilliant.
The fact that Ronda Rousey could do a quality spine buster on Triple H, which, by the way, was one of Triple H's signature moves. That was awesome.
That was great. Yeah.
So great.
It was
so great.
So great. So the way I see it, and this is obvious at this point, so we're getting Triple H and Stephanie McMahon versus Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey in a mixed tag match at WrestleMania 34, which, you know, that satisfies the rumor from a while back that we were getting Triple H and Kurt Angle one-on-one at Mania. I thought, up until this segment, I thought we were going to have The Rock instead of Kurt Angle, because that would have made sense. You know, WrestleMania 31, the whole segment, yada, 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 Rock and Triple H, yada, yada. Kurt Angle, I mean, after a Chamber, Kurt Angle makes more sense. I don't know what to expect. Hopefully it'll be better than the Survivor Series men's match, which was not good.
They're never going to follow up on that Braun Strowman Triple H deal. They're never going to follow up on that, but that's okay.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Like Braun just attacks Triple H. Well, yeah, because Braun does whatever the hell he wants. Which speaking of Braun, so the men's Elimination Chamber match. Can I say something first before we? I liked this match. I liked it. A lot of people didn't. I thought
it was the better of the two chamber matches.
I agree.
I don't know which one I like better. I want to steer a little bit closer to the women's than the men's, just out of the storytelling with like Bliss going up to the side of the wall and the whole Sasha turning on Bayley and yada yada yada. But I still really like this match, and I don't understand why people were so up in arms about Braun eliminates everyone and then Roman eliminates like I don't get it.
Oh, dude, oh god.
Like okay, I get it. Roman always finds a way to ruin either the Royal Rumble or the B-Show before WrestleMania every year. He ruined the Royal Rumble 2015. He ruined Fastlane 2016. He ruined the Royal Rumble 2017. Did he ruin Elimination Chamber 2018? No, he did not. He did not, and I will stand by that firm sentiment. So let's crack this egg open. Let's crack this egg open. So we started off. Who did we start off with?
Rollins, Balor, and Miz.
Rollins, Balor, and Miz. Which, by the way, is happening at WrestleMania. So, you know, comes full circle. Really good sequencing. Lots of sling blades. Lots of flippy shit. I mean, let's be honest here. Really good sequencing. Good stuff. So the next guy. Next was. I don't remember. Was it Braun? Who was next?
Oh, it was not Braun. Braun was the second to last guy in. I think it was. Who were in the pods? So in the pods was Elias, Braun. So I think Cena was next.
Cena. Yeah, Cena. So Cena's next. He's getting in the mix. Blah blah blah. Oh yeah, I'm sitting there watching, and I like. For some reason, I thought we were going to see Finn Balor do a coup de grace from the top. From the top of the chamber, and then I sit there and I'm like, wait, that's gonna crack his sternum. Whoever he does that to, Rollins, Miz, Cena, that's gonna crack his sternum. That is a 190-pound human being jumping from like 20, 30 feet in the air and landing right on your sternum. I need to think these things through before I say them out loud, you know?
And they climbed the pods a lot in these matches. Mm-hmm. Like, it was probably like 5 times they got on top of these pods.
The Miz did a really great spot on top of the pod, but we'll save that for a little later on. So, was it Elias, then Braun, or was it Braun, then Elias?
Last one in. So, Cena, then Roman, then Braun, then Elias.
Yeah. So we were thinking, like, you know, Elias is the odd man out, and like I don't know if we ever said it on here. I think it was you that said it, or maybe it was me. Elias enters the match, and we were like, oh, he's just gonna get hit with a finisher from whoever, and then he's gonna get pinned 1, 2, 3 immediately going in. But no, he actually gets some stuff in. I think a little bit, but
he was eliminated like a nobody though.
Yeah, he kept his pod. He kept his pod shut. When he was supposed to enter, he just kept his door shut. Like, nope. And then I think it wasn't Cena who tried prying him out, or I want to say it was Braun. I don't know, but like, they're all doing their thing. Elias tries to enter the match. I think it was like Elias stays in his pod, and then Braun enters. And then Braun, let's talk Braun. Braun just goes to town and just starts laying out power slams, and he just starts throwing people around. Boom, Balor's out. Boom, Cena is out. Elias tries to sneak in. He does his little nobody thing.
Before all that, Miz was trying to escape on top of the pod.
Yeah,
Braun went after him. Pod onto everyone.
Yeah, and he just, and like, he just jumps on top of everyone, and it's just like, Braun is just great.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to the fact that he took a finisher from everyone in the match, and still kicked out. He kicked out of an AA. That doesn't happen, let alone kicking out of an AA before the 1 count.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Hit me with your finisher, I'll still kick out at 2. That's one of my favorites.
Roses are red, violets are blue. You're Roman Reigns. I'm not finished with you.
That one was written by Heidenreich. Anyways, John Heidenreich. But anyways, this was Braun's night. He eliminated everybody. And then it's just down to him and Roman.
Literally everybody. Except for Roman.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's what I was trying. So, he eliminates everybody else, and then Roman's got this look on his face like this sort of like bruh, what's up, bruh? You know, like he's got his eyes like knit, and he's just sort of staring at him like, you know the one I'm talking about. Yeah. I'm surprised that isn't like a meme now.
This end sequence, I thought this end sequence was really cool, because it was like, Roman has to conquer his biggest demon over the last year before he can go face Brock. But like, it's just how they did it, which really irks me. So, it's unbelievable tirade, this entire match. He eliminates literally everyone. He got quadruple powerbombed and kicked out while being pinned by all 4 guys at once. One with Roman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Spear. He stands up immediately, totally no-sells it. This spear did not affect him. It's going to take more than a spear to put Braun down. And he stays down for the pin.
Yeah, it was like, spear. Gets up. Spear. Up, now he's down.
This was everything wrong with Roman's push for the last 3 years.
Like, hey, nobody else can do it, but Roman can. Na-na-na-na. And then cue a sitcom theme. But no, what saved this match, what saved the ending of this show from being another Roman Reigns screw job, as I like calling them, was Roman gets attacked by Braun after the match, and Braun throws him through the glass pod, which was just sort of like like one of those types of moments. Like, yeah, Roman won, but, you know, Braun got the last laugh, you know? He beat him up and he threw him through the thing. And it was just a good way to send the fuck home.
But Jonesy, it's stupid, because the main event of WrestleMania is Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. And Braun beating up Roman after this match makes you want to see Brock versus Braun again, not Brock versus Roman.
But look.
Hold on.
We have fun on this show. Look,
we sure do.
Either way, they're still gonna go with Reigns and Lesnar. You could move the heavens and the earth to the other sides, and you could lift the earth on your back, and still they would do Reigns Lesnar as the main event. Nothing, absolutely nothing, will stop them from doing Reigns Lesnar as the main event. So you might as well have fun while you can.
Death, taxes, and Roman winning clean.
I just like my
wrestling. God, this is a good episode. I like you too.
All right.
So Chamber, great stuff. Good show. The 2 Chamber matches were really good. The rest of the show happened. I'd say it's a solid 6 out of 10.
Awesome.
6 out of 10.
I mean, it was enjoyable.
It was carried by the 2 matches, but 6 out of 10.
Nothing really bad about it. There was nothing really bad about the show.
It just wasn't standout by any means.
Right.
And it's like, the 2 standout matches. They're Elimination Chamber matches. How can you screw up an Elimination Chamber match? Elimination Chamber 2015. Who said that?
All right. So, since we were just going to talk about Roman Reigns, and we're pretty much wrapped up with the Chamber by now,
yeah.
Why don't we move on to the next subject matter, also regarding Roman Reigns?
Yes.
Rodriguez. So, apparently, Richard Rodriguez and Johnny Bravo, guys behind all the steroid stuff with Roman Reigns, have finished their investigation, their tiring, comprehensive investigation into this whole matter. At least the information and the phone records and everything that bought their PEDs. So all this drama about Roman Reigns and whether the main event of WrestleMania is in jeopardy be resolved soon.
So whether or not we're gonna get Roman and Brock in Mania, we're gonna figure it out soon. Regardless of, it's all gonna come to a head soon, which makes sense because Mania is a month away, yada yada yada. But the way I see it, the way here's the backup. Here's my idea of the backup plan. So. And I don't want to jump to subjects so quickly, but Rey Mysterio's injured. John Cena and The Undertaker probably wouldn't be that great. So what if Undertaker sat out Mania, and then Roman just sat on the side with the whole steroid thing, and then we got Brock versus John Cena for the Universal title. It wouldn't be super exciting, but it would make sense, and it would save fans from another groan-worthy Roman Reigns WrestleMania ending.
Well, the backup plan is Braun Strowman. That's why that post-match attack happened at Elimination Chamber.
I'm just
everybody would prefer to see Braun anyway. I feel.
Yeah, but see, it's WWE. It doesn't matter what the fans want. It's what they want for business.
And did I mention that Finn Balor isn't over?
He's not.
I know, it's crazy. Every time I mute my TV, there's nothing.
No sound at all from the fans. I don't get it.
Yeah, it's like where's the Balor Club? It doesn't exist. It's all made up. Just like the existence of Chris Benoit.
Hey.
But anyways,
How did you know that he was innocent?
But yeah, no. Talking about this. So, do we think Roman's out of the main event of WrestleMania? I would still be shocked if it turned out to be true. if it turns out Roman is out of the main event of Mania, I'll just sit there and just probably it's gonna be a lot to take in because it's like we've known this for a year, and now here we are, and it's not gonna fucking happen. And now we're gonna have to go into a last ditch effort to make sure that we have something star-studded or good or quality to close out the biggest show of the year, which is, regardless of whether you like Roman or not, it's still the biggest. It's still horrible to have this whole big giant plan and then right before Mania it all goes up in smoke one way or another.
Mm-hmm. On the other hand, think about, should Braun take the place of Roman? If assuming Braun's the backup plan.
I'd be okay with that, definitely.
Think about it this way too. That would be Braun Strowman headlining WrestleMania.
I mean,
think about that.
I mean, yeah, because Braun Strowman is the reason to watch Monday Night Raw. He's not the only reason. Seth Rollins, Alexa Bliss, Sasha Banks, even Roman Reigns, they're all good. They're all entertaining to an extent, one way or another. They all bring their own thing to the table. But Braun is something different. He is a special attraction. He has that essence. When you see other wrestlers, you're like, okay, they're good and all, but they don't make you go, whoa, holy shit. When Braun comes out, it's like, all right, what's he going to break this week? Is it going to be a grappling hook or an ambulance or a giant base or the Titantron or the entire arena itself? What's it going to be? He's going to destroy something this week, and it's going to be amazing. That's what you look forward to. That's what you look forward to.
I mean, you look forward to seeing just Braun being Braun every week. It's like, the Boston Red Sox looking forward to seeing Manny being Manny years back. You want to see Braun being Braun. It's great.
And it's like, it sounds odd. What?
Braun's going to turn into that Undertaker type character, like what Undertaker was. It's like, he doesn't need to, be the champion or anything.
He's Braun.
He's going to be one of the most popular guys in the company for a long, long time, and he's going to be a top guy.
Yeah.
Just that.
I had a point about Braun, but I lost it. I'll probably blurt it out in like 10 seconds. Yeah, no. Braun is the reason to watch Raw. And people look forward to him. He's a special attraction. And just
he's just great.
He's just great.
Yeah.
He's Braun. He's great. He breaks stuff. He is the man. If we change subjects and I blurt out whatever I was going to say about Braun, my apologies. Kenny Omega. Braun Strowman! No, but anyway, alright, let's, so...
Switch gears.
So where are we on the status of Bullet Club? Fine, not fine?
God, so, I watched that Manhattan Mayhem show. The Ring of Honor show, and there wasn't like a whole lot on the basis of like the Bullet Club is fine storyline, but there was one thing. It might not even be a thing. Notable. That's why I noticed it. So this main event, it was an Ultimate Mayhem match. It's like War Games without the cage. So two guys start, and then after a few minutes, another guy enters, and yada yada yada.
Sure.
For Bullet Club, Marty Scurll started the match against Matt Taven.
Okay.
For a couple minutes, another guy from the Kingdom came in, and Marty's looking down at the entrance ramp. But he comes out from under the ring. And so Cody, who is on commentary, is just like, Marty, look out. Apathetic way.
Oh my
It almost felt like he just like didn't care if Marty got his ass beat right there.
Because Cody is a sociopath, and he is the greatest heel in wrestling right now.
I agree.
Definitely. Actually, wait, no. Oh, actually, I take that back. Okay, you know what? Cody is the greatest heel in wrestling all time, but if we're talking about the most despicable piece of shit right now in wrestling, it would be Tommaso Ciampa. But that's another story for another day. Let's get back to the Bullet Club for a minute.
Watching the show, like, at Supercard of Honor, Girl versus Dalton Castle for the Ring of Honor World Title. It has to be. It was going to be a very Bullet Club centric show with the whole Kenny versus Cody thing. That main event has to be Castle versus Skrull, and then maybe Cody costs Marty the title or something like that. Just to tie in this whole thing of Marty being on the fence and Cody not being all there for him, and just something like that.
Yeah.
Because Marty's whole thing for a long time has been end goal is Ring of Honor World Champion, and so if Cody, whether it be accidentally or on purpose, Marty's gonna exception to that, and so I think that would be a great way to tie the whole storyline together with Marty, by having him be in that Ring of Honor World Title match.
Yeah. When you think Cody and Marty would take place, timetable wise?
Cody and Marty to be the main event of Final Battle. But if they don't want to wait too long to put that off, Best in the World or Death Before Dishonor.
Yeah.
Ideally, I would like it to be at Final Battle.
Yeah, no, I understand. Long-term booking and all. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Where do the Bucks stand on all this?
At Strong Style Evolved when they face the Golden Lovers.
Oh, that's going to be lovely. That's going to be lovely.
Believable.
That's going to be awesome. Cause they just want to patch things up with Kenny, and Coda's there, and they're just hey, Coda, fuck you, and then Coda's what am I doing wrong?
The whole thing is, at Honor Rising, Golden Lovers versus Cody and Marty match, Kenny's probably the best tag team in the world. And so then the Young Bucks come out and they're excuse me?
It's hold up.
We're moving up to the heavyweight division. We are the best tag team in the world. There's some definite friction there. And Cody doesn't want, or Kenny rather, doesn't want that tension to be there.
What? That was him.
Incidentally, just he keeps widening the rift with the Young Bucks.
And we just want to reaffirm here that all this drama in the Bullet Club is from the Elite. It is not coming from any of the OG members, from Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, Bad Luck Fale. They're all good. Hikuleo, they're all good.
You mean Fale?
Fale,
Fale is
Fooly
fish.
Cooley. Anyways, it's all Elite. It's all
Bad luck fillet of fish.
Fillet of fish. Yes, I'm hungry now. Let's go. No, it's all Kenny and Cody, and the Young Bucks and Marty are just trying to hold everything together with duct tape, and it's just Kenny and Cody, and they're at each other's throats, and it's great, but it's also heartbreaking at the same time, and it's just wow. So great. It is the most intriguing story going on right now outside WWE.
Second most intriguing story. The first most intriguing story being the rivalry between Hangman Page and Joey Ryan.
Ah, yes.
Speaking of which, at the next episode of Being the Elite, they're going to reveal the location for All In, which, if you haven't heard by now, it's going to be in Chicago.
Okay. Rumor pending. According to Meltzer, it's going to be Chicago. You can never be 100% sure about that because they'll always switch things in the last minute. But as far as we know for right now,
it's going to be in Chicago. Let me have this.
Fingers crossed, man. I am crossing my fingers with you.
All right, so I mean, more or less, we can confirm. Assuming it's going to be in Chicago,
please,
Respectful Wrestling Discourse will be all in.
If it is in Chicago, we will be all in. We will be all in for the all in.
You know who's not all in, though?
CM Punk.
You know who's not all in, though?
Who?
Flip Gordon. Manhattan Mayhem. Cody versus Flip with the stipulation of if Flip wins, he's all in, and he lost.
I'm sad.
So he's not all in.
It was a great match.
He's not all in. He's all out.
I like Flip.
He's
all out of flips.
But on the topic of Manhattan Mayhem, I just want to say one more thing about this show. Martinez versus Soberano Jr. was the worst match. It was the worst match of 2018 so far.
Like, you can only go so far on a big, tall, lanky guy, Baron Corbin, and
it was not Punishment Martinez's fault, okay?
Not completely.
Here's what happened. This was so the whole theme with this show was travel issues. Because I guess the weather in New York is really bad or something, but flights got canceled, and Soberano got to the arena mad. And so he was jet-lagged, and him and Martinez did not put a match together at all. And Punishment Martinez did not look happy throughout the entirety of this thing. This match was a short match, and it was terrible. It would do some flips and shit. It would look terrible. He would miss by a mile. Punishment Martinez would no-sell it. The crowd would chant, "You fucked up," and rinse and repeat until Punishment Martinez just choke-slammed him and pinned him. And that was it.
They should have just canceled the match. They really should have just, switched out people or something. Like, if you got jet lag like that, then if you're not if you're not in a good ability to compete, then you should have someone switch off. It doesn't matter, like, if you lose your payday or not, or... Well, but anyway, okay, that's another topic for another day. But yeah, no, like they should have switched him out with someone else on the fly. Like maybe I don't know, Flip Gordon, whatever the fuck, I don't know. Is that?
And they could have because the original main event, the Young Bucks, Hangman Page, and Marty Scurll against Frankie Kazarian, Scorpio Sky. And what the fuck ever, Shane Taylor, that's it.
Yeah.
But none of those guys could make it except for Taylor, so instead they put in the Kingdom.
Travel issues and interesting off-topic story about travel issues. One time, and while we're talking about travel issues, I just want to do some storytelling here. So Test was gonna wrestle Andrew Martin was gonna wrestle Chris Jericho at No Way Out 2003. But then he and Stacy Keibler, because they were in the storyline, missed their flight for an episode of Raw, crucial to the storyline. So they throw Jeff Hardy in. And we
put an annotation in the video that's like, hey, this is when Jonesy stops rambling about this.
Hey, man, just let me have this. Long story short, Chris Jericho versus Jeff Hardy, No Way Out 3, Chris Jericho wins, good match. Okay, I'm done now. I'm done now. But, okay, seriously, though, to close out the last few minutes of the show, seriously, though, he is Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. Oh, my God.
Things to talk about. What do you on about?
So, first off, Philadelphia. Masterpiece. Also, last was it a week ago from Wednesday already? The loser leaves town, or if Johnny Gargano, Andrade Cien Almas, I thought I didn't know it was for the NXT title because I was like, Johnny's finally gonna get his win back, and then it's all gonna happen here. Nope. First off, great match. Tommaso comes in with his crutch, and he hits Johnny in the back, and Andrade pins Johnny. So now Johnny Gargano's not in NXT anymore. He left, and his wife Candice LeRae was there, and they were just like, oh, and just he walks off, and I love how he's walking off, and then the camera pans over to Tommaso Ciampa, and the crowd just starts booing him, like, boo! Like, Tommaso Ciampa has now become the most hated man in professional wrestling. And it's great. Easily. I've actually found a newly found passion in wrestling that I despise Tommaso Ciampa. Because I'm a Johnny Gargano mark. Johnny Gargano is the greatest good guy in wrestling right now.
Oh, hi, Mark.
And I was expecting we were going to get Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa at TakeOver New Orleans, which would have been the match of the freaking century. Like, we're still going to get it.
Probably still going to get it.
Yeah.
We're probably still going to get that match. It's not like we can just go through this story and not have the match.
Yeah. But no, just the story. Like, now my newfound my newfound passion in life is just like, hey, Tommaso Ciampa, what? Fuck you! Like, oh my god, the whole thing was great. You said this, so I'm quoting this off of you. You said William Regal should bring back Johnny Gargano for like a one-off NXT contract at New Orleans, and then we're gonna get Gargano and Ciampa at New Orleans. And I'm just citing you. Yeah. That should close out the show, definitely. I don't care what the NXT title match is. Oh wait, it's Andrade Cien Almas and Aleister Black. Okay, well, yeah, but still.
That'd be my guess.
Yeah. Gargano and Ciampa need to close out the show. They need to. And while we're on the topic, wasn't there a rumor that we were getting an NXT match at WrestleMania? Something like that.
It was a thing. I don't know what they would do, but yeah, that was rumored for a little bit. I don't know if it's still on the table, but yeah.
Yeah. Here's now follow me on this. What if Gargano and Almas become Aleister Black and Andrade Cien Almas is penciled in for New Orleans. And then we get Gargano versus Ciampa at New Orleans. Gargano and Ciampa becomes a number 1 contenders match for the NXT Championship at WrestleMania. So Aleister Black,
because Ciampa doesn't care about the title on Johnny's life. That's the whole story.
Adding fuel to the fire. I don't know. You know what? You're right. But then, like,
in this first match,
like, the way I would have been like, what if Johnny beats Ciampa, Aleister Black wins the title, and then we get Aleister Black versus Johnny Gargano at Mania, and Johnny Gargano wins the NXT title. That was the way I saw it, but
couple things. One, Aleister Black should have more than a one-day title reign, but should win the first match.
Mm-hmm. So it's like, who the fuck could Aleister Black retain the belt from then? Man.
An NXT match at WrestleMania, like, make life easier.
Just no NXT match at Mania.
That'd be, because it's pointless. Yeah. WrestleMania is going to be long enough as it is.
I mean, let's be. Yeah, plus isn't it? Plus people from NXT are gonna pop up in the Battle Royals or whatever anyway. Like I could picture No Way Jose showing up in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Which, by the way,
oh God bless No Way Jose. God bless him.
He debuted in NXT in April of 2018. It is April of 2016. It is March 2018, and he is still in NXT.
NXT. I wanted to point out one thing that I just learned this past weekend.
Yeah.
So Adam Cole last week beat Cesar Bononi.
Yeah.
Oh, the last time Adam Cole won a singles match on NXT TV that wasn't a takeover. Cole won a singles match on NXT was against Eric Young. first singles match in NXT.
Oh my god. Oh, now I'm sad. That's August 2017 up to March of 2018. Oh, kill me.
Has been very nothing. He's been a guy.
God, now I'm
sad.
War Games, though. We still have War Games. We still have that one cool spot where the Authors of Pain did the whole big giant suplex things, and Adam Cole just sits there. He's like, and then the Authors of Pain look at him, and he's like, oh shit. So then he starts climbing the cage. We still have that. And
we still have the superplex off the top of the cage.
Oh, of course. What about that other one where Alexander Wolf probably got sent to the hospital? The one with the table. You know the one I'm talking about. Anyways.
Kyle O'Reilly hit himself in the face with a chair.
Oh, yeah.
That was great.
Into the ropes, boing, and then bam, and then...
That was almost as great as Shawn Stasiak running and screaming into a wall.
That was a conversation that we had earlier before the podcast. Sean Stasiak is my hero.
Let me just say, Kyle O'Reilly is so underrated.
He is. I found a really good promo. Believe it or not, for anybody that doesn't go back in the history of Ring of Honor, Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly were actually in a feud with Adam Cole in Ring of Honor, and there was this really, really good promo that the Kyle O'Reilly cut on Adam Cole. So, yeah. so there's that. Boom, 57-minute mark. Do we want to cut it here?
Oh, we haven't talked about the Ring of Honor.
We can talk about Ring of Honor, sure. We can pull this to like the hour 5 mark or whatever. So Ring of Honor 16th anniversary. Really, really good stuff.
What's the card?
So the card: Flip Gordon versus Hiromu Takahashi, which is going to be really, really good. Match of the night. Cody versus Matt Taven, which is going to be, interesting. Marty Scurll versus Punishment Martinez, which should also be interesting.
That would be really good, honestly.
Yeah. The Hung Bucks versus SoCal Uncensored for the Ring of Honor 6-Man Tag Team Championship. Yeah. And then a match I'm looking forward to, the Motor City Machine Guns versus the Briscoe Brothers for the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championship. It's going to be very, very stiff. I can promise you that.
Who's in the world right now?
Really good, really good. And then the main event is going to be Dalton Castle versus Jay Lethal for the Ring of Honor World Title. And it's going to be just... Dalton Castle, man. Dalton Castle.
To establish himself as a top guy, he's got to beat the face of the franchise.
It's going to be a phenomenal match. It is going to be phenomenal.
Great.
Right. And then, hopping back to the original side of the pond for a minute, WWE Fastlane. We don't have every single match down, but what we know so far, Charlotte versus Ruby Riott for the SmackDown Women's title. It should be exciting, but it really isn't, I'm going to be honest.
I don't think anyone's going to care, but I think from an in-ring standpoint, it could be really good.
Yeah. Bobby Roode versus Randy Orton for the United States title. However, there is a rumor floating around that Jinder Mahal is going to get added in, and it's going to turn into a triple threat. It's not 100% confirmed. We'll find out this Tuesday on SmackDown, but that's the rumor floating around at the moment. So, yeah.
So the SmackDown roster versus AJ Styles in the main event.
Yeah, also the tag team match. The New Day versus the Usos for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship, which is like, I shouldn't be too mad because it's Usos New Day, but I should be mad because it's Usos New Day. They're really, really, really good, and they have godlike chemistry with each other. but it's been done to death. Like, they wrestled each other like 6 or 7 times in 2017. Like, give it a rest already. This is just to hold them over until the Bludgeon Brothers destroy them at WrestleMania, but hey, that's the way I see it. Main event. AJ Styles, Kevin Owens, Dolph Ziggler, Baron Corbin, John Cena, and Sami Zayn. For some reason I thought I said his name already, and that's why I had a brain fart. But yeah, Zayn, Owens, Corbin, Ziggler, Cena, and Styles. It's gonna be a good match. It's gonna be a spot fest. Wild, crazy, zany, hullabaloo. Yeah, this is not a pay-per-view to get excited for. I mean, how do you feel? How you feel going into Fastlane?
I'm excited is not a word I would use. Fastlane has traditionally been, but there's a couple of really solid on this show. So I mean, yeah.
There's some promise, not a lot, but some.
Yeah.
We'll find out next Sunday if it's any good. Yeah.
Also, we have the New Japan Pro Wrestling 46th anniversary show that's coming up on Tuesday. Here's the card. It looks like it might be a pretty good show. So, got the Kushida and Jushin Thunder Liger, Tiger Mask, and Ryusuke Taguchi against Yuji Nagata, Toa Hanare, Shota Umino, Tomoyuki Oka, Agi. That's, your traditional Young Lion opening match, whatever. Kanishi in Kitamura's final trial series match, meaning he will probably go on an excursion, and then he will come back in a number of months or year or so and be a huge star, and it'll be great.
Okay.
And of Tomohiro Ishii and Toru Yano against Juice Robinson and David Finlay. God bless Juice Robinson. I hope he wins the New Japan Cup, but hey, that's whatever.
Juice Robinson.
We have IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team title match. Roppongi 3K defending against Hiromu Takahashi and Bushi.
That should be fun.
El Desperado and Yoshinobu Kanemaru. And then top 4 matches. Sonata and Evil, which Evil's, they fixed his orbital bone or whatever, but he's Sonata and Evil against Hiroki Goto and Yoshihashi in a non-title match because tag team champions. Then Tetsuya Naito against Taichi, because Taichi's a heavyweight now. He just moved up from the junior heavyweight division.
Which one's
these two had a really good.
Yeah, which one's
Naito? Had a really great match before in the past. Looking forward to it, but that's whatever. Minoru Suzuki defending the Intercontinental title against Togi Makabe in a match that I'm really not excited for, but it'll probably be pretty good. The match that's selling the show.
Oh yeah.
Against Will Ospreay.
Kazuchika Okada.
Versus Junior Heavyweight Champion. Non-title match, but it's probably going to be amazing.
Of course it's Will Ospreay. Yeah. This is going to be a really good show. I think it's got the potential to be really, 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 really great. Yeah.
Biding our time until the New Japan Cup starts later this week. But yeah, it should be a good show.
Good show. Wow, that's a lot of show. All right. And then after that, Strong Style Evolved. We're not going to go through the entire card, but we got Golden Lovers against the Bucks, Jay White, Hangman Page, Jushin Thunder Liger, and Rey Mysterio Jr., except that one might be in jeopardy. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So,
I'm really looking forward to Jay White and Hangman Page. As far as character work goes, unbelievably great lately. Has gotten better with every match since coming back. So that might be just a total banger of a match.
It's a banger of a match. is a banger. Is there anything else that we want to discuss? Anything else we want to crack open? Before
good. I'm good if you are.
I'm all good. Adam, you good?
I got nothing on my mind.
You got nothing on your mind. All right. Thank you everybody for listening to this episode of Respectful Wrestling Discourse. Make sure you go into the comments and say whatever you like. Speak your mind. Make sure you leave a big old like on that like dislike bar. Make sure you check us out on our Twitter page at RWD Brand. This is Michael Jonesy Jones. And this is Adam the Man Contreras. Are you the man?
Supposedly
the man. And Billy, I'm gonna let you do your thing.
Like, share, and subscribe if you like our content. If you don't like our content, still do all that stuff.
Oh, hell yeah.
And that's gonna wrap it up from here. Yeah, we will see you on the flip side.
On the flip side.